Well, guys, I'm back again. This is Uniquely Me with Simone Stewart, but I am not the interviewer today. I happen to be the guest on my own program today. So I'm going to turn over to Tina and she's going to run the show, guys.
Hi everyone, we're back. But today, just after my show with Unique Me Simone, she told me she writes books. And I'm wondering, how could you be writing books and not talking about them? Can you see all this? These are 13 books. Simone has written books, guys, and she doesn't talk about them. So I was just wondering, maybe it's time for her to tell us about her daily desire, about what she's going to do with all these books. She's not talking about them. Remember what we talk about? What is your seed? Is it multiplying? What is it doing? So tell us about how can you write books and we don't know about them, but you are here talking about Unique Me, which is perfect, but tell us more about other talents that are hidden in you.
Wow. Tina, there is so much that sometimes, I feel like the person whom God gave multiple talents. Mm-hmm. And the good thing about it is that I think I have faithfully ran with them. And I think I spent the time to plant the seed and really cultivate. And now, honestly, I do feel like God is calling me to that time of harvesting. And part of the harvesting is pushing it out. But I'm a one-man band. And so sometimes as a one-man band, I see my daughter behind the camera doing seriously. I've been praying that my children catch the vision.
Okay.
Because I do believe that what God has given to me is a legacy. As a matter of fact, that's the word I've always heard with all the things that God has given to me. I'll tell you how it all started. I had just had Simone.
Okay.
I had just gotten promoted to a new position at work as well. But somehow the years of success that I was having at work was somehow not translating in this new phase. And so I was digging deep into the Lord at this point in time. And so this is where God had brought me into a personal relationship with the war room.
Okay.
And in that war room, God was beginning to speak to me. And so what was happening, Tina, I would wake up in the mornings and I would hear songs in my spirit. Literally, Tina, I kid you not, every single morning God woke me up with a song in my spirit.
Amen.
The song, sometimes I wouldn't even realize it until after a while I would realize, oh my God, my spirit is singing. And then I would go to the bathroom because that's the first place I go in the mornings. And I would take my phone for starters, and I would go in with my phone, but it wasn't to scroll. What was happening is that my fingers, I till today I still can't understand it. My fingers would start typing, Tina. They would just start type, and I would send stuff out. I would hear my spirit that I was to send them out. It became, why I knew it was God, because a lot of persons, about 5 years after I was doing it, when I heard it was time to produce my book and to come out, person said to me, "You wrote those?" And I'm like, yes. And they were like, "We didn't know you were the ones writing them. We thought you were getting them from somewhere and then posting them to us." And that's how the Spirit of the Lord works. He was downloading. And so I remember I heard in my spirit it was time to put a book forward. And I said, "But God, nobody in Jamaica writes a book." And somebody said to me, there's a girl, Crystal, I've always talked about her every time I talk about my books. When I reached out to Crystal Day, she said to me she only works with, at that time, new authors. So the fact that I had already written, she wasn't able to work with me. And I said, God, what am I going to do? And I remember I heard to research it, and then I heard, okay, I need a cover. And I said, God, what am I going to put on the cover? And Tina, as I'm sitting here, I was standing in the kitchen the day, I still remember it, standing in the kitchen, right at the counter, and I remember the Lord saying, God's daily portion. And He showed me the hands pouring down. And so that's
Which one is the first one you wrote?
So this was the first one.
Wow.
God's daily portion. See the hands? And let me tell you when God is serious about purpose. So I couldn't find somebody to help me to publish. This lady at work told me that her sister had published a book in the UK. So this book was, the help I got from it is a lady, Leisha, I think it's her name. She's in the UK. I've never met her. Leisha said, we're going to get your book published. Didn't charge me $1 or anything. She just said, get some people and edit. You're going to go through, make sure everything is edited. then you're going to find someone to do the cover, and she was going to do the formatting and upload. I found a young lady who sat right in church there who did the cover for me, Karine, and then Cheryl Parks. We were on the youth department. We sat up 24 hours and went through and edited the book while Leisha worked out, because here's what Leisha said. She said, listen to me, we're going to set a deadline. We're going to set a deadline and you're going to publish this book. So we had a time frame, and we were working with the time frame. And that's why persons who work with me, I do have a publishing house, so I do help people publish their book. Once they're serious, they know the first thing I'm going to tell them is that we're going to set a time when this is going to go live. When you have to set a deadline, because if you don't, then you're just kind of just going about, right? Boxing about with every wind and toss and that kind of thing. And so that book came out, God's Daily Portion. I had a launch for it at church, big things. That book came out. It's still doing pretty well on Amazon. And this particular book, I have it the hard copy, I have the Kindle version, and I have it in audiobook. So if you're looking for a devotional, a 6 months devotional, to guide you, to keep you on track, you are not a hands-on person, you actually want to listen to it, I have you guys. It's on audio. You can actually find it on Audible as well. And if you are one who you like digital form, I have it in ebook. Now, a couple years later, I decided that same book, I would do a revision of it. And so this is the revision of it. And this was actually, the designer for this is actually a Nigerian. So this, I actually love this version. I told him I still need to keep the hands, because that's what God showed me. I'm sticking with the vision that God gave me. So as you can see, it's a lot different from this one. Definitely an upgrade, so to speak, but it's still the same content, so to speak, just in a different format. And that's it. It can be found on Amazon. Wow. It's a 6 months devotional. It's one of those, if you're somebody who loves to read, and like you said, Tina, like you like to go in the bathroom and sit, I can tell you, I've had persons telling me that while this is a daily devotional, they've been reading it as if it was a storybook. I've gotten testimonies upon testimonies. I remember there was a lady, one of our top executives back home. I remember hearing the Lord saying I must go to her and sell her one of my books. And I thought you wouldn't have purchased it. But let me tell you, that lady came back and she said to me, she said, you need to put lines in this. She was telling me all the different things that's needed, because she said, you don't understand how much this has helped me. This is an executive woman that I thought I didn't need to reach out to you, right? Yes. So that's that one. Then Uniquely Me, which is my memoir, actually. So if you want to learn a little bit more about me, that's my memoir. It talks about the woman who wears the many hats. And it also, I have it in audio version as well. A very short read, but very intense, with a few little nuggets dropped in on it. This one, when I decided to do this one, I wanted to explore with a publishing house. Little did I know that God was training me for the publishing business. So I went to a publishing house. This is a lady in India, I think it is. And so I watched all of what they did. This book made bestseller, which is why it has the bestseller, the #1 bestseller. Over 3,000 copies of it has been downloaded and stuff. So it's there on Amazon. And so this also is what gave rise to my YouTube channel, right? Uniquely Me, putting it out there. And so that supports this. And then I felt like it was time to not just give persons something to read, but it was also time to give them something to organize themselves. Because I kept being asked, how do you do it? How do you do it? How do you do it? And the truth, I couldn't explain, because Tina, I had a laptop, I had a phone, I had a tablet, and I was walking around with them all over in the house. If I went to the bathroom, I was in there. If I was cooking, I had them with me. If I was driving, I was listening to something. I was constantly. When you're overcome with a vision, you can't keep quiet. it's just something that's just it's just, and that's when you know you're in your season.
Yes.
It's just overtaking, it's
Yes.
bubbling up. And so this one again, I found this person, all of these I learned how to do, and then God connected me with the right people, whether by favor or wherever it is, to help me get it out. And so I have this in what we call the black and white, and I also have it in colored version.
Okay.
They're both on Amazon, and so if you're somebody who likes your journal nice and colorful,
Yeah.
you'll find it there. Now this one in particular, it has several different things if you'll flip through. So it has your day, if you want to just record your devotions. If you need to schedule your day, so you really want to get your day started, then this is for you. You're writing, what are your top 3 priorities? Do you need a quote for the day? I have a quote at the bottom of it there as well. What are your to-do things? Your list of to-do things. So it's a very compact planner, and it is all season. So it's not limited to say Christmas, New Year. It's just all season. So you're looking for a journal that will keep you pretty organized, then the Uniquely Me planner. And I did it with the girl. I was very specific with the lady on it. Yes, because I thought about Uniquely Me. I thought about what is the imagery. I wanted her to be like this cool girl, but she's also executive. She's also very business-like. She's serious about where she's going.
Yes.
And so that's why you have that lady on there. While this one is a little more stylish, I kind of, for this one, I thought about me. I thought about my avatar. I'm busy. I'm always on the go. But I also like to be well dressed and just kind of really just hitting the road, being cool, but being very organized. And so the Uniquely Me planner is all there. A little flower, yeah, but the girl, just she being very classy, right?
Yes.
And then I remember the Lord took me into a study of Nehemiah.
Okay.
And I'm doing a great work and I can't come down. And there are 5 quick lessons that he taught me regarding consistency. Okay. So this is I said to myself, if I'm looking for a course to teach on consistency, or if you're doing a course on consistency and you're looking for a little tight manual to assist you, this would be it.
Wow.
Yeah.
And you have scriptures in this book?
I have scriptures in there. It's all based on Nehemiah, but it's the principles that came out of Nehemiah that I've recorded, 5 of them
nice.
In that little book. As a matter of fact, that was actually a revision of this one, because this is the first one that I did on it. As you can see, it's very thin. It was just my thoughts on Nehemiah.
Okay.
I'm doing a great work and I can't come down. And then as I thought about redoing it, that one and this one is, as it says, a life application guide for consistency. So if you're looking, guys, for something to make you nice and consistent, and you're really looking for what are those tips to keep me consistent, this is the book. I'll tell you something. My husband he's an avid, what do you call it? He loves to read, and he took up that book and he read it, and I realized he was also motivating the children to also read it.
Yes.
So it's really good when your family supports you in that kind of way.
Yes.
No, because God was consistently downloading. I had lots of material.
Okay.
Then came this one. It's just another devotional, and then came this one, which is also another. So these are 30-day devotionals. So while the big one is 6 months, these are 30-day devotionals. I think I probably, because again, these were all just my work, and I was just finding persons on Fiverr or Upwork to do them. But I think I might just give them a facelift. Nonetheless, it doesn't take away. I try to do, because one of the things is that as you're going through your devotional, God is also imparting to you.
Yes.
So I've done in all of my journals is you have a devotional, you have a scripture, you have my thoughts, and then you have lines that you can now write. What exactly has God said to you as you were reading? What is it? So you record what you want to write. Okay. Then I thought about the young people. So I did the Princess Prayer Planner. And so this one now has if you flip through it, it has a coloring page in there. Beautiful. It has, again, what are your goals kind of thing, and it has the devotion, right? So it's colorful, very colorful. Yes. So at the time I did that one in 2021, so it does carry a calendar in there. But the reality of the matter is that, again, it's not seasonal. It's one of those things that you can just always have. Yes. You have a teenage girl that you're thinking you want to get her into the daily habit of having a devotion, then the Princess Prayer Planner is definitely for that teenager.
Wow, I'm surprised.
Again, I also wanted, as I love to write. When I was going to church, I needed to record the sermons, so I just did this. It's called Rejoice. It's just blank lines. It's just you just needing to write, or if you're somebody who likes to have a book with you, a journal with you wherever you're going, that's what the Rejoice is all about. So you just have a journal you can throw in your bag.
Nice.
Now this one, let me tell you, Enrich and Empowered. Now this made bestseller, and let me share. This one
This is nice.
Yeah. I was in my bed. I kid you not, I was in my bed. I had just released Uniquely Me. I had just released this one that was on the bestseller list.
Yes.
I was in my bed and I heard, and to go downstairs and compile this one. It's a 90-day devotional. And I lied there and I said, Lord, I'm so tired. What am I going to do? It's not ready or anything of the sort. And I heard, go put it together. Go put it together. And I kid you not, I felt like somebody was just kicking me out of the bed. I need to go. And I did, and quickly got somebody on, I think it's Upwork, to just quickly do the cover. And the inside was already edited, etc. And I put it out, and it hit bestseller on Amazon.
Nice.
I was like, wow, God, okay.
Yes. So you were delaying your own blessings.
I was delaying my own blessing. So it hit
Nice.
bestseller. Then in the process, everybody was asking me, and I thought I would do a workshop. So I did a workshop, and I created a manual. So if somebody is looking at wanting to write their own book and publish on their own in 12 weeks, I have a manual. I actually have a course as well that I designed. So it's on, I think it's on Thinkific or something to that effect. I do have a course.
Can you hold up 1 minute, please, Simone? Me, I'm also receiving all this news just like you are. Wait a minute. Some of us want to write books out there. I want to write books. I have people who want to write books, but we don't know where to start. Do you hear that? She has a course. She can even teach us how to write these books, how to publish it, because she has a publishing business going on. So tell me about how comes, Simone, you have kept all these good gems from the public. Like how?
Let me apologize. I think I owe my audience an apology, because I don't know, sometimes it's not wanting to toot my own horn. And the funny thing is that I have a lot of persons that I have helped to publish their books. One morning I was walking into the office, I can't forget, and I heard this lady talking. She was on national TV, and she was talking about her book, and something said, look up. And I looked up, and there was Nikisha Baylis. A lot of persons don't know, because again, I've kept it secret. I've not put my stuff out on the books. So a lot of persons don't know that I am the publisher behind a number of persons' books. Sheena Power Talk is also very popular here on the channel. All of Sheena's books, I'm actually the publisher behind her book. So yeah, I do. I have a course. I have the manual. Literally, the manual is compact with everything. You can follow it and put forth your book. I have all of that. The course is also very compact as well. You can follow through with it and publish your own book on your own.
Oh my goodness.
Then I decided, again, I was just playing around with Canva. This is just because I'm a banker. I did the budget planner, and this is one of them. I have 2 of them. It just basically, if you're looking for, in terms of just basic budget planning, what is your income, what are your expenses, that's what this is. And you can do it on a monthly basis, on a weekly basis, so you're able to keep track of what's going on with your expenses. So I have that. I have a password book on, I have several things. If you go on Amazon and put in Simone Stewart or put in Mrs. Simone Stewart, you'll find me there. Lots of books out there.
Oh my goodness, did you all know that? No, I did not. I'm shocked actually, because some of these books which you have, it's like our daily thing that we need, like a daily thing that you want to read and inspire yourself or even get motivated. But what has resonated so much with me is this one. I'll not lie to you. The writing of a book, like many people want to write books, but they're afraid to start. Tell us, are you planning to bring that course out, like a webinar, a Zoom teaching, where everybody will come to Zoom online and we are all going to be there listening to learn where to start? And if that was anywhere in your planning?
It wasn't. I'll tell you, it was nowhere in my planning. As a matter of fact, I'll tell you something else, Tina. I have on PayHip, I have a store on PayHip, and there I have as a matter of fact, I teach you how to do digital stuff.
Okay.
So I teach you how to create a book digitally. So all of these, I teach you how to create them digitally. I teach you how to sell them. So I have a manual, and I have on PayHip. I didn't put the course, but I have all the books there. So these are just a portion. I have another set of books on PayHip showing you, and I have another full breakout manual showing you how to use Canva to create your books, and how to use other platforms, put it together and publish it. Like, in other words, because I did a webinar where I for an hour, within the hour I'll teach you everything to do, and at the end of the hour you would have had a published book, digital product, up on whether it be PayHip or Stand Store, whichever one. In an hour you're all set and ready.
Okay. I think to be honest, I think Simone has another talent that we all didn't know that she need to be telling us about. And I'm so glad that we're talking about her books today, because some of us didn't know about it, but we like to write books too, and we read books. But now the other thing I wanted to ask you, Simone, are you training people on how to do publishing?
I'm not. And the truth is, let me tell you what has happened to me, Tina. I've gotten caught in, I'm a banker. I've gotten caught in my job.
Okay.
And I will tell you that when I was preparing to come to Canada, I did hear the Lord telling me that He was necessarily sending me here to be a banker. He was sending me with all the gifts that He gave me. I kid you not.
Wow.
And I pushed the gifts aside, because the Lord actually showed me that if between my YouTube channel, publishing, mentorship classes, all the different ones, it could generate, all of this can generate at least between $5,000 to $10,000 monthly, at least. But I'm busy running down a full-time job, not realizing that God has given me all of what I have, gifts, things in my hands that yes, others are waiting on. Can I say that I've been a little scared? Can I say I've been a little fearful? And even though I tell persons to do it scared, I mean, and guys, yes, sometimes I feel like a fraud, because I come out here and I speak boldly. I encourage others. I push others. But I sit on my own things.
I think you have special gifts that you need to be working on, and I feel like you have seeds in you that are not growing, Simone. They are not growing because you are not watering them.
Yeah.
And those seeds are holding back because you are not watering them. And some of us would love to see those seeds grow, would love to see those seeds bear fruits. Yeah. Because you don't know how many people would come and just get help from your coaching about writing a book, and those books that they have in their mind to write, that God has downloaded to them, they haven't started because they're in fear, not because they don't want to do it, they don't know where to start. Now when you start talking about these, some of us will join those Zoom meetings and be able to write our own books, because we have had dreams of how to write them, but we don't know where to start. Now, if we want to know more about who you are, whether there is other gems that you're hiding from us, do we need to get to this book?
Yes, this will give you an idea of who I am. And I think if you also stay on my channel, I talk a lot on my channel.
Okay.
I put out little nuggets, little stuff. They're all there. I think, especially as I've set up this new set, I feel like it's time for me to also turn the camera on me and talk a little bit about the things that I have going on. But all of my books has a piece of me in there. And if persons were to go on Amazon, they will find it there. I did share with you, I'm also coming out with the apparel side of things now.
Tell us about that.
I do feel the Lord saying it's time, guys. I heard it from last year. Over a year now, that's time to come out with the Uniquely Me apparel. So guys, Uniquely Me, Boldly Her is coming. All being well, maybe on the next episode I will be modeling it. Or I may probably, I don't know, my daughter is behind the camera distracting me saying she should be the model. But they Boldly Her, Uniquely Me is coming, guys. So there is more coming. I listened to Tina, I listened to you as we did our interview, and I kid you not, when you said, you stayed inside, but when you opened the door, you felt like things burst open. I feel like that's what God is doing with me. I feel like the door is about to fly open, and I need to run through it, not walk.
Have you written down the vision that God has been showing you?
I have so many books all over the house because I've been writing on the visions, writing them down. But I think it's time to, like, for instance, I don't have a business card.
Yes.
I do.
That is
I don't have a
something.
business card. And so I've been hearing it that it's time you do a business card.
Yes, please.
Right?
Yes.
So I'm doing my business card. I have an umbrella that I've put everything under. It's called SimC Consulting Services or agency. So that is, I'm going to be putting out SimC more. And so under SimC, we'll have GDP Publishing, the publishing house. Under there, we'll have the Uniquely Me. Under there, we'll have the books, the God's Daily Portion aspect of things. So it's funny you're talking to me. So SimC is going to be coming out more, guys. And that's going to be the umbrella of all of these things.
Yes, I think what we need to see is the other side of you, and we think that we are going to grow from you. I feel like you're going to be mentoring some of us to actually even write books of our own. You're going to be teaching people how to even be able to write and publish it, because you can write it, still keep it in your pocket, but you can write it, also be able to publish it and take it out there. So where can we get all those books? Are you going to link them in this video? Are you going to link all this information?
I will.
So some of us like audiobooks. Can you link those books so that we can be able to find them?
I will.
Awesome.
They're all on Amazon, guys. All of my books are on Amazon. Audio books as well, if you go on Audible and you type me in. But I'll put the link below, so you will definitely see it there. I do have an Instagram page, Uniquely Me, and I have a TikTok page, Uniquely Me, Simone Stewart. I you see, because I'm a one-man band, a lot of the stuff is getting caught behind the scenes, and I'm thinking that maybe it's time that I probably get a virtual assistant or somebody to assist me with all of these things, so I can put out all of these things.
Personally, I can't wait to see how you apparel, the t-shirts, the hoodies that you're going to put out there, because I think there is so much more in you that we are yet to see.
Yes.
Because you are blessed, you are anointed, and people are going to be able to see the other version of you. And we can't wait to hear more from you.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you for sharing about all this that you have been keeping away from us.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Guys, I apologize, but more is coming. So I'll leave Tina to close out the show.
So now we know Simone is not just on Unique Me. She has other talents, the books, and then there is also apparel coming up, the cloth line. We can't wait to see. She can also tell us more about her publishing in the next video, what and where to find all that information about. Thank you so much.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Who am I really? Choices, choices, choices. In pursuit of a career? OMG, I'm a wife. Help! I am a mother. Oh, I'm in church. When do I get to be a woman that God called me to be? Uniquely Me covers the acrobatic endeavors of every woman to balance the responsibilities of being a mother, a wife, a professional, a church leader, a friend, yet still maintain her identity. I too am a mother, a wife, a trained minister of religion, a banker, an entrepreneur trying to balance the many hats that signifies my role. My book will help motivate and empower every woman who is really unique in her own way. Grab your copy today on Amazon, because Uniquely Me is uniquely you. Thank you for tuning in to Uniquely Me with Simone Stewart. Remember, Uniquely Me is uniquely you.
Hi everyone, welcome back. Today I want to share with you some of my books that I have self-published. There are 3 lines of my books. First up, I'm going to be showing you the journal line. All the books are created for women and girls. The major theme is time management, providing a tool for helping to manage time. So first up, we have the Rejoice, a DIY journal for inspired women of intent. So women who, like myself, have a lot of ideas and you really want to get it out there. Well, first and foremost, you want to get it on paper. So let me just show you a little bit on the inside of the DIY journal. As you can see, it gives you a little space for if you are giving it as a gift to be able to write up to and from. Then it tells you what it's about, a little introduction, and then it goes into the journal pages. Randomly, you will find scripture passages or you will find motivational quotes inside the Rejoice journal. And just to make it even more attractive, we have the woman, a picture of the woman to marking each page. So that's what you have. It's just lines and lines, guys, on both sides that you are able. And like I said, you'll find quotes. You'll find sometimes you find a little more than just the quotes. So if you are thinking about your Bible study notes, your sermon notes, you're going to a meeting and you need a way to capture the notes from the meeting, or you just want to share your own thoughts, then the Rejoice journal is for you. Next up, guys, we have the Princess Prayer Planner. Now, the Princess Prayer Planner is for teenage girls, young women in particular, or women who are really just into spending time with themselves. So as you can see, it's pretty colorful, right? And it also, on the inside, as you open, there's a quote: be bold, be brave, be you. Then it goes into telling you what it is. This particular journal, and why I say it's for teen girls, is because of the many myriads of things that you'll find in it. So let's begin. So you'll find a lot of flowers. You'll find a little woman. You'll find it's labeled each day one. I think this one, if my memory serves me correctly, it's a 90-day. You'll find journal lines. You'll find devotionals in there. You'll find a little planner in there. And there's so many things. So it's a devotional. You find journal pages so that you're able to write. You'll find, again, like I said, there's a planner. I want to go some more around to the back where you'll find other things in there. You'll find a space for stuff that you're grateful for that you can write in it. You'll find little quotes as well. Some of my own little quotes that have guided me along the way. I want to share with you something else that's there, guys. So like I said, there's a daily planner, there's the devotional. I want to show you some of the things that you see. It says color me. So you have stuff in there that you can actually color as well. Space that you can dream, grateful for. And I changed the planners up, guys. There are different planners in there. Same thing for the great gratitude pages as well. There are different ones all over in there, and so you are allowed to see some of the other things that you can color. So if you're looking for a vision board or something to that effect, then this planner is for you. Or if you are looking for a way to teach your teenage daughter how to begin to record and write her vision, then the Princess Prayer Planner is for her. Next up, guys, is my biggie, the Uniquely Me Planner. Yes, so you would have seen me talking about the Uniquely Me Planner. This is for my more mature women, executive women, busy moms. You are looking for something that you can definitely take to the boardroom with you, or you just really want to represent. Then, as you can see, I have a woman, I should say, all represented here on the cover. So it's a Uniquely Me Planner for the woman who wants to create balance in her busy schedule. If you're like me, you have the children, you have work, you have the husband, you have community, you're trying to film, you're trying to listen, you're trying to shop, you're trying to go to the supermarket. It's so much things to do. So there you have it, just to give you a little picture as it relates to what's in there. There's a little review as it relates to what it is for, special note there. So this one, guys, it also gives you your yearly goals, so you're able to state, and I did this one in two parts, so you can put your half-year goal, there. There is your daily, monthly planner, right? Or your journal. So you're able to write. You can list the things you have to do, and then you can put them in order of priority. You can also journal about them, and if you have something that you want to do on a daily basis, you can put that there. Then there's an area where sometimes you need to set some goals, and those goals, as we know, needs to be SMART goals. So I break it down for you. You're specific, you're measurable, you're attainable, you're relevant, and you're time-oriented goals. So you're able to break your goals out. Of course, guys, like I said, there's also the daily stuff that you want to do. I give you different lines or different pages for that. Again, you can put them in order of priorities. You have your to-do list, you have your habit tracker, and the little quote, of course, for me. And then there's this blank space that you can put your notes. And so we give you pages of that. There are things too. Again, you can put your priorities or your schedule. You can put a date. So you notice it's a mixture, guys, because so you're able. This is dynamic. So you're not limited to any one particular way of documenting your things. There's your big box here to dream. So there's something that you're thinking about, not yet ready to bring out. You can put it all there. You want to list your things to do. There's something that took place that you're grateful for. You're able to put that there. It was very important too, and I give you pages of those, guys. There's also just a blank page too, because sometimes there are things that you just really want to write about. So there you have it, and so you'll find these going repeatedly through. Now I must tell you that for the Uniquely Me planner, if you should go on Amazon, this is the budget one. So it's the one that will have the black and white on the inside, and we also have it in color. So if you wanted to see all of these things in color, then the color version is there. So there you have it, the journal line of Uniquely Me, or should I say GDP Publishing. As you know, guys, they're multifaceted. There's the God's Daily portion, Uniquely Me, and of course there's GDP Publishing. Let me know, of course, guys, have you gotten any of these journals? How have you been finding them? Are they helpful to you? Have you been able to schedule yourself, your day or your year